What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another install demonstration. Today I'm going to go over the process of installing these Barkbuster handguards on my Tenere 700. Now this kit is made specifically for the Tenere. It comes with all the mounting hardware that you need to mount it to the bike. I also went with the VPS outer shields, which come with these shield extensions, and I also have the optional skid guard. Now the benefits of the Barkbuster handguards versus the stock ones is they are a lot stronger. They'll protect your hands a lot better in the event of a crash, protect your levers from being broken or bent, and also protect your hands from tree branches or anything you might encounter on the trails. These are just far more sturdy and a lot stronger than the stock guards, and a very good addition to this bike. So real quick, let's go over the tools that you'll need to do this installation. We're going to have medium strength Loctite, as we use on all critical controls or components especially attached to the handlebar. We have a 12mm Allen key and a ratchet, a 5mm Allen key and ratchet, a 17mm wrench, a 10mm wrench, and then I have also a adjustable wrench for the double take mirror mounts. If you have the stock mirrors, then the 17mm wrench will work for that. The double takes seem to take a 16, which is not something that's very common, so I'm going to use the adjustable wrench on that. And lastly, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. So that's about it. Let's go over to the bike and get started. Now the first step is going to be remove the factory hand guards, and to do that you need a 5mm Allen on the end to remove this bolt. That'll remove the bolt, this plastic washer, and a spacer behind it. We won't need this on the new one, so we can put that aside. Now I can go ahead and remove the mirrors. Now keep in mind on the mirror mounts that the right hand mirror will be a left-handed thread. All right, and that will remove the factory handguard. And the mirror can now be reinstalled because the new Barkbusters won't use that as a mount. I put a little bit of medium strength Loctite on that. Okay, and now using a 12mm Allen, we can remove the factory bar ends. These can sometimes be on there pretty tight, so just be aware of that. Okay, and we can now repeat that process for the other side. And remember that this is a left-handed thread. All right, now we're ready to install the new ones. Okay, so first we're going to put on the adapters inside the bars. Put a little bit of Loctite on that as well. And this is going to use the 17mm wrench. Now here on the clutch side, you don't have to worry too much about fitment issues, but you want to be very cautious on the throttle side, which we will show you in a second, to make sure that you have enough clearance for the throttle to operate freely. All right, this doesn't have to be super tight. Okay, now our next step here is going to be to install the clamp onto the handlebar itself. These have to be positioned in a certain way. If you look on the inside, they have a couple of grooves in them. The grooves have to match up on the clamps, and then they have to be positioned so that they're closer to the center of the bike. These are going to be held on with the two Allen head bolts. You'll put the rear one on first, and then the front bolt of the clamp is also going to hold the small adjustable arm into it. It's a little bit tough with the clutch cable right there. All right, and we're just going to leave everything loose on here right now until we get the main portion of the Barkbuster into place, so that way we can adjust it if we need to. Before I install the metal arm, I can go ahead and install the skid plate portion of the kit. It just slides over the end, and you'll see a little indentation here on the metal. You can see that right there. So that's where the screw needs to line up. Once we put on the shield portion, this is going to attach through that part. So just get it pretty close. You just have to get it on there because you won't be able to once you mount the arm onto the bike. Okay, so once you have this set up, we have an Allen head bolt here on this end that goes towards the center of the bike. You have the tapered head Allen bolt on this end that recesses in, along with the included bar weight and the spacer. Have blue Loctite on both of these, and we can just kind of line those up. Get the inside one started first, like that. Okay, and we can now tighten up this clamp. And before you lose your mind, like I just about did, it turns out these two bolts are different lengths. The one closest to the rear of the bike is going to be the longer of the two bolts. So make sure that you put that there, otherwise it will be extremely difficult to fit. Once we have the right size bolt, it becomes a whole lot easier. Okay, and the last step is just going to be to attach the shields. Just line them up, and then we'll install that with the two included Phillips head screws. All right, I just have to reinstall the mirror and repeat the process on the other side. And on the throttle side, as I stated before, it's very important that once you have this snug down, and then once you add the bar in, that the throttle still snaps back freely without any restrictions. So once you tighten up the insert, test it out and make sure that it works properly. If it doesn't, then you may need to modify the throttle tube in some way. And if that's something you're not comfortable with, make sure you take it to a certified mechanic or someone who knows how to do that, because you definitely don't want the throttle to stick open and not close back on its own. So very important. Mine seems to be working fine like this, and it does stick out far enough past the grip so that it's not going to restrict once I put the framework onto it. And again, remember that the grooves go towards the center of the bike, and that the longer of the two bolts will go towards the rear. And these will not require Loctite because they are lock nuts. All right. Okay, so that's going to officially wrap up another one. Please leave some comments down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can leave them there as well. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if this is something that you're interested in. I do have a few more videos. I'm going to try to put out maybe one a week for the next few weeks, because I have a lot more accessories to put on the bike. So stay tuned for that, and if you hit that little bell, it'll remind you when the new videos come out. So I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.